welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport here on a Wednesday. Barnes, Tony, Danny, once again, the day post All-Star break, also known as Purgatory. Mm-hmm. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, dude. NL over hit. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
So feel pretty good about that. It's hump day, so that's cool. And, I guess I'm looking forward to Friday, baseball game.
And I forget. Yeah. I can't wait for Friday. But I forget what it was supposed to be. I know the first one was supposed to be Sakura pick-wise, because I think we said we were going to go till
Sakura.
The end of this month.
Yeah.
For the next, but was the next one supposed to be golf?
I think we said that, right?
Yeah. But I was just thinking about it, like on the way up here. Like I feel like we gotta just I'm down to pay my debt. We gotta just set a fair child, like whenever, whenever you can,
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I feel like that would work, easiest,
Yeah, dude.
So maybe like within the week or two after Mad
this
Dog.
one. Oh, okay, yeah, sounds good.
Right? Yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
definitely.
We're due, dude. I mean, it's been a long time.
Due,
against the golf
dude.
tournament last year.
Yeah, dude. Wow, it's been a while. Dude.
That was wild. If anybody could have witnessed that. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, is right, dude.
Is it always like was that like for like just like the whole like taking advantage, like the food, the drinking, like tournament wise, was that like kind of like maxed out like you ever went on a golf tournament?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. That was crazy,
shelf,
dude.
Top
shelf stuff, and like it was great, dude. All of us swagged out, dude.
Yeah,
the drinking, the food, like ridiculous.
It would have been nice if I didn't have to drive back from Hartford to rush to get to the Yankee game at the last minute. But hey. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, right?
Yeah, that's right, dude.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely have to set that up. But yeah, I'm just ready for the start of the second half, that's for sure. But at least tomorrow, which will be another purgatory day for baseball, we do get the Open Championship, so that I'm really looking forward to that coverage starting at the Michael Butka hour of 1:35. And how about this, Patrick Harrington, part of the first group going out on the tee.
Let's go, dude.
So
bright and early.
I'm guessing maybe, being from Ireland, that has something to do with it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's pretty cool. So we're going to talk about that in a second. And I do see we have two comments from the OGs.
Yeah, dude, the OGs in the house. Love to see it. Kev Dew says, let's go. We want the smoke. And we also have Josh being there, says, yo, fam. And he says, hat up, which I'm assuming is a typo for what up. So
there we go.
It's definitely great to hear from those two guys. Nice to know that they're alive, living another day here. And I hope their day's going great.
And just kind of, curious. I was talking to you guys before the show, and we'll talk about the specifics in a second. But from what you guys saw, last night,
what
thoughts? All-Star game.
Honestly, dude, I mean, I think it was much more entertaining than I thought, to be honest, obviously, I mean, not that it really matters much for the starters, I suppose, but, having the Skeens and Skubal matchup, like, it was cool going in, but I guess I didn't really expect much, but I guess, these guys, not for nothing in terms of the pitchers, I mean, they are going out there for one inning, so I guess they are throwing harder, I suppose. And it did seem like all the players were into it. So I think the product, really was enhanced because of that. And obviously, like, the home runs, the comeback by the AL, forcing the Derby for like the overtime here. Like, I don't know. I thought you couldn't really write it any better than what we saw last night, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I always say this in terms of a all-star game. I mean, I don't know how you top it because obviously the NBA's went to shit. I mean, the NHL is basically getting rid of theirs. The NFL already did. So I think by far it's like the most serious as of the products.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Dan, what'd you think?
I thought I'm just confused on when it comes to the swing off in why were the guys that were chosen in Stowers, Aranda, and Randy. Like Brent makes sense. Kyle Schwarber makes sense. Pete Alonso makes sense. Why did Dave Roberts and Boone respectively choose those guys to go do it? Like why wasn't Judge or Ohtani out there?
And I thought I saw it was like up to the players. Like I don't think anything was said. They just volunteered. I don't know if that is that how it was.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Schwarber talked about it. He was like, when we got here yesterday, they were like, "Oh, hey, if we ever get to a swing off, like, do you want to do it?" And he's like, "Sure." I mean, he was like, not even thinking that it would ever come to that, but he's just like, sure, they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do it." Like no one really cares. So.
Yeah, and I think that, Judge, because Ohtani's done the Derby before, right?
Yeah.
He just didn't win. Did he come close?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Look.
But I was thinking
he must
that
have.
has something to do with like them just not wanting to do derbies in general, so they figured they wouldn't do it. But it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes Ohtani.
I'm gonna say like results, maybe. I don't even know what year.
Or has he never done it?
No, I feel.
Oh no! Look at that. Has Shohei Ohtani down? See, has Shohei Ohtani ever been in the home run derby?
Time is only
2021.
2021. All right, so let's go to the 2021 home run derby.
I think that was Vladdy beat Randy in the finals.
Pete Alonso won that one. Beat Trey Mancini.
Go to the wiki. They'll show you the matchups.
22 was.
We're at Coors Field here, July 12th. Looks like we
lost to Soto.
He lost to Soto. And then Alonso beat Soto and then beat Trey Mancini.
Yeah,
Trey
that
Mancini
was a nuts
beat Matt
derby.
Olson, beat Trevor Story, dude. Yeah, Coors was sick. Joey Gallo didn't make it past the first round though.
But yeah, and if you go back, because I saw something, it says he wants to change the rules. Go back
Ohtani?
again. Yeah, just curious. Yeah. Oh, no, right there. Or no, go back one more time.
Ohtani wants to see change home run derby rules. Well, I guess back then you had 40 pitches, right? But it was something for the current rules. Pretty difficult. Ohtani said for the fast-paced swinging. So for now, I don't think there's really a chance for him to do it again. And then I guess because however, personally I think there could be a limit of pitches, enough swings, focus on flight distance. So he doesn't really say anything specifically. They just
sounds like a rigmarole or
clickbaity article by DodgersNation.com, not to be confused with Brett Beatty. So whatever, dude. I'm sure they're just trying to say, if you go back to the apps and not the time, like you get more people to do it. As many people are kind of fighting for that, I think, at this point. So
which I think it'll happen. I think
we talked about it.
A little stubborn, but eventually he'll give in if he's still in power.
Oh, definitely. If
I'm still just so interested. I know it's like to work itself out or whatever, but it's just like I just want to know. Like I just really wonder who's gonna take the Derby, Sunday Night Baseball, the wild card, after this year. Because I doubt ESPN's going to be able to salvage that.
No, probably not.
But I guess NBC, right? It seems like, or Fox. Fox could change.
Fox, I feel like would probably do it
Sunday night. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Apple
just like a
TV
muscle
home
memory.
run derby.
Oh, I hope not, dude.
But
that might be better than the broadcast because I feel like Apple TV's like visuals and stats are better than ESPN. And if you don't no one wants to listen to the commentators at the Derby.
No.
When they say the the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah. Oh God. Dude.
But I feel like Frazier. I don't know.
Frazier was fine, but Frazier wasn't really talking.
No.
Yeah, but when he's good like on the Yes Network and stuff too. It's just cool that former Derby champ. But it's just gonna be so weird without baseball on ESPN. I know maybe some of the broadcasters aren't the best, but it just seems like it's just not gonna be right. That's gonna be the only sport ESPN doesn't have.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, right?
And I think it's gonna end up being like a NHL situation where eventually they'll get
it back. Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody's saying baseball popularity is on the rise.
I'm surprised that they're like
the ratings on the
I don't know, like with the negotiations.
Because it just, I think, they just love their big three. I mean, the NHL, I guess there's some momentum there, but
since they've gotten it, they've done a great job.
They have, but I feel like they've always been obsessed with college football, NFL, NBA. That's like their bread and butter.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially college football.
But I can't wait to go to Ohio State, Texas. That's gonna be ridiculous.
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
Yeah.
When is that?
August 30th for week 0.
Week 0.
But I gotta convince Mark because he's driven there before, but 9 hours, like it's like I gotta take a flight, hour and a half flight. Like there's just no reason to do a 9-hour drive. Tony's the road trip guy.
Well, yeah, I would love a road trip.
No, we already bought the tickets. If he doesn't want to fly, I'm fucked. I had to go with him. So. I mean, I guess I could fly myself.
No, I'm saying, what are the chances that he would want to fly?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him in depth about it. But next week I'll see him in AC. So we'll hammer it down then. And then I'm hoping too, it's just one of those things where I'm like, listen, Mark, like if you're really that against it, if I hammer it at the tables, like can we just fly? But you would rather drive or no?
No. I feel like I would go either way, to be honest.
But if it was up to you,
I would rather drive, but then we're gonna make like a stop, like we should stop somewhere along the way. I feel
so. Okay, so split it to like 4.5.
Yeah,
each. Yeah, which would be kind of interesting. Pittsburgh's somewhat on the way, but then it's like, do I really want to go to Pittsburgh unless the Yankees are in town?
I guess not.
Right.
I
don't know.
I still would. I mean,
no, like I would, but also I wouldn't go out of my way for it. It's just like kind of one of those.
Come on, dude.
You happen to stumble upon it.
Bridge is right there, dude.
But yeah, I haven't. I'm trying. Yeah, I think it's been over 10 years since I've done a drive like that. Going to Chicago, and that was brutal. We stopped at Notre Dame though, which was pretty cool.
All right. So, like, do you think if he doesn't do it, then like, are you gonna buy yourself a ticket and just fly?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just like feel him out, on next weekend. But I kind of just want to do that. I just 9 hours in the car. I don't know if I have that in me. Honestly, like the drive to AC is long enough.
Oh God, is he driving the whole time?
Well, I'm gonna basically make him. I'd be like, well, dude, I mean, you don't want to drive, then let's get plane tickets, huh? Have you, Danny, been to any like major college football?
No, not at all.
Sacred Heart.
Yeah, like Sacred Heart. And then I live about like my home's like 45 to an hour from West Point. So growing up, it's a lot of like Army games.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
until recently, it's usually like Bucknell.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, like I would say that I've been to a bunch of Fordham because my sister used to be a cheerleader. But that's obviously FCS. But I did go to UConn Louisville when I was at Eastern. I think Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback. So, and they killed us, of course. But that was probably like the best game that I've been to. So that's nothing. So this is going to be nuts. I mean, 2 teams that were in the college football playoff. How are you with college football? Do you enjoy it or?
I do like following what's going on overall, but week to week, just with so many days being in the band, being at those football games, when you have big noon kickoff for the Big Ten, you can't watch it if you're busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Saturday night game, most of them are interesting, but I don't know. I like rooting for underdogs, rooting for teams that have an outside shot at making the playoff. Like when Cincinnati made it,
that was cool.
All year I was rooting for them. Last year I was rooting for Clemson to win the ACC championships, that Clemson, SN, and SMU would make it and Bama would be out. But just kind of don't like to see SEC have 11 teams in the playoff.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But also, I feel like, too, this whole thing, like, tons of NFL players, tons of competitive teams. But this whole, I think the SEC has been kind of overrated in a sense because I feel like Alabama got all those championships. But what was it? No, Georgia. Georgia won. Did they win 2 or 1?
Georgia, I think, has 2.
2. But then I feel like no one else did anything and really got that far,
Yeah, no, it's just been those 2. It's that, it's so much tougher because LSU had the 1.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's
Joe Burrow, Jamar.
Auburn with Cam Newton way back. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I was definitely kind of turned off with college football, like Tony has been his whole life. But
that's
then
right.
recently, last couple of years, like last year, I thought the playoff was really good. Like I really enjoyed watching those games.
You know, it was very exciting. I was walking around a Stop and Shop watching Texas, Arizona State.
That game was
Watching
sick.
overtime in that game. So it does depend. Like, and push comes to shove, I think college football, when it's a really good game, it's one of the best football games you'll watch all year. But probably 7 times out of 10, it's a better chance that it's a blowout and then not that interesting.
Basically, you're saying is you don't want to watch UL Monroe versus Alabama.
Yeah.
But
Unless UL Monroe pulls it up.
But yeah, no, I've always thought that too. But the prime matchups I'm excited about. And, you know, I can't wait to go to Ohio State. I think that's going to be ridiculous. That's like a bucket list thing. And I've always told Tony, I feel like he doesn't buy into it, but I'm telling you, Tony, like 50-yard line, maybe 10 rows up, the full tailgate before, he definitely would be fired up.
Yeah, no, I probably would be,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm not.
And no, but I'm telling you, you would think it was sick. It was like two of the best teams playing, close game, down to the wire. Maybe you put a couple of shekels on it.
That'd be nice.
He went with like, a few of us. Like you definitely would be riled.
Oh yeah, no, I would be.
Yeah.
I would be, what's the phrase?
Hammered?
Not a victim of the moment, but you know what I'm saying. Prisoner of the moment. Yes,
there
I
you
would
go.
be.
There you go. So, yeah. So I'm excited for that. That'll be here before we know it, which is kind of crazy. Almost a month away, I guess. 6 weeks, whatever. But I do see we got a couple other comments that trickled in here.
Oh yes, we do, dude. Danny V in the house says, "Morning family, let's have a great show." Absolutely, dude. Let's have a great day.
Let's go, Bernie.
Speaking of a great day, Donna Lee says, "Good morning."
The legend protein shaking hand.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we convinced her yesterday. She's like, "Fuck the protein
RX
shake,
bar,
dude."
possibly.
Maybe a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Who knows?
Or did she say Taylor ham yesterday?
She did say Taylor ham. Yep.
We're not going to get back into that, too. Matt says, Morno Bruz, and then he says, nothing more about the SEC I hate more than Paul Feinbaum, dude.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't seem to like him. I just don't watch too many of like those shows like College Football Live or even College Game Day. I don't even really watch too much. So I could see why, though. I mean, he's a Chief. And he's always been like obsessed with Alabama, and I know a lot of people hate him. And it's just one of those things. You're associated with a league like the SEC or a program like Alabama that always wins. So everybody's spiteful of that, and you're gonna get hammered, right?
Get hammered?
I mean, he looks like he's been hammered a couple times. Get hammered.
You think so, dude?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe some gummies too. Who knows? Maybe I'm sure he's been on Mad Dog Unleashed at some point.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
But yeah, I think that the tough thing for us to living where we live, I mean, there's just no big college football nearby.
Yeah.
UConn would be the closest, but they haven't really been that
Not good.
I mean, maybe now with Jim Mora, things are turning around. So that would be something that would be interesting, but we'll see. But it is finally, Tony, time for the bagpipes. How about that?
Oh yeah, dude, that's right. Almost forgot.
You
dude.
Almost forgot. The 153rd edition of the Open Championship, the oldest major championship in professional golf, coming to you from Royal Portrush. We talked about Harrington with the opening tee shot there, approximately 1:35 a.m. tomorrow morning. The final chance at glory. Obviously we've seen Rory and Scotty and JJ Spawn capture, the first 3 majors of the season, but who will be kissing the claret jug come early afternoon on Sunday morning. So this is going to be, in all seriousness, Tony, fascinating. I feel like there are a lot of golfers who are in the mix for this one. Usually we always get an exciting tournament. And I was telling JD, who isn't, too privy with the golf, just why it's so exciting. I mentioned, the tradition, the oldest championship, the burnt out fairways, the rough, the potbelly bunkers. I mean, it's just a whole different layout from what we are used to watching on TV, with these American courses. So it definitely is something different. I mean, obviously the viewing hours are tough, but They do have, the encore presentations later in the day, so you could always catch up that way. And if we look at the recent history of the Open, obviously always rotating from course to course. Last year at Royal Troon, we saw Xander Schauffele capture his second major of the year, 9 under, 2 shots clear of Billy Horschel and Justin Rose. Year before that, Brian Harman, the surprise victory, the runaway victory, 13 under par, 6-shot victory over Day Kim Rahm and Sepp Straka. Cam Smith, the Rory collapse at St. Andrews, taking out Cam Young by 1 shot, 20 under par. It's crazy how his career has went into a tailspin since then, joining Live Golf, all of that. Colin Morikawa won the 149th Open Championship back in 2021 at Royal St. George's, 15 under par, 2 strokes clear of Jordan Spieth. And then it all comes full circle. After not having a championship, I want to say since the 60s, I have to double check that, but Shane Lowry, the last time we had the Open Championship at Royal Portrush, 2019, 15 under, 6 shots clear of Tommy Fleetwood, runner-up at the altar once again.
Schlittler.
No Schlittler. And you notice by these scores, last year we were single digits, but most of the time you're mid-teens all the way up to 20. So usually, these golfers, and I think the thing is, you just don't get the trees that you do on these American courses. And yes, that was the first Open in 2019 since 1951. So, it had been a long time. But I think that's why you get the wide open scoring, because you could just bomb it. And as long as you can get out of the rough, or if you're not in the rough too much, you're going to score well. And they did announce as well, and I believe the purse is the highest of all the majors. I could be wrong about that as well. But it's going to be the same as last year, $17 million, with the winner's share, $3.1 million. So not a bad payday here. So, I'm excited for this. There's just so many thoughts, and I feel like so many different ways to look at this. So I'm thinking what we will do is, we'll do our usual, winner and sleeper, but then we might throw some other stuff in the mix, in terms of maybe top live golfer, top golfer, over 40, something like that, top American golfer, all of that stuff. But let's start with the traditional way, the winner and sleeper of the 153rd edition of the Open Championship. What are we thinking here, Tony?
What am I thinking here, dude? It is tough, man. I like the idea of Xander. I really do.
Back to back.
Going on back to back would sound pretty sweet, but I don't know, man. I'd like to think that, but I think I'm going to go, outside the top 10 world ranked golfing here. I'm going to go with Victor Hovland for my winner here.
There we go.
All right? Absolutely do. And I just think, you talk about the competitiveness, I think, specifically for this course. Obviously the history, obviously golfers that have won this tournament before, but I just feel like too, especially because it's in Scotland. I don't know. I just think non-American golfers get extra jacked up for this tournament, dude. And you look at Hovland's results so far, just winning the Valspar this year, tied 3rd at the U.S. Open, though, and then 11th at the Scottish Open. So obviously has proved himself this season overseas. And I think, like I said, I think he's due here. And I say if he's going to win this one, give me Hovland. I'm going to say maybe 13 under. Should check the weather probably. But for a sleeper for me, dude, let's go down the list. I do kind of like to pick some hometown action. I don't know where Babchick.
We'll see him next week.
Why not go? Actually, Bob McIntyre here, 14th. No, thank you, dude. There's be another Scotsman, dude. Where's that dude? Ewan. He's definitely playing, right?
Ewan,
dude.
I guess I'm not familiar with him.
Oh, dude, how did he spell it? It was a Scotsman. Last week he was kind of in first, I think, through maybe the front 9, dude. Not Graham Connor. There's Bob McIntyre. Is he really this far down, this guy? Danny Young? Is he not golfing? I thought he was definitely golfing. In any case, dude, then give me just the amateur, dude. Give me Cameron Adam, Scotsman, hometown flavor. That's your sleeper, 15 under. Book that, dude.
All right. So I'm going to do something a little different here. You talk about, not being near the top of the world golf rankings, and maybe there's a little asterisk about this because, of course he plays on Live Golf. So really, I don't know if he does any Asian tour or DP World Tour, maybe slightly, a little bit, whatever, but his points are only from the majors. He's had some good success recently. This is a tournament. I believe it was 3 years ago that he was the runner up at, but he's looking to complete the third leg of the career Grand Slam, and that'll be the one, the only Jon Rahm, who's been very good over on Live this year, and like I said, has had some great finishes at the majors this season as well. And I think he's due to break through here for his first title in the majors since 2023. And you look at the success that he's had in the majors this year, tied 14th at Augusta, 8th at the PGA, and then 7th at last month's United States Open. So I'm going to say he will win this. Let's go with a final score of 17 under par. I think he just gets jacked up, bombing drives, making long putts. And I did look at the weather too.
What do you got?
Little scattered rain on Thursday, dry mostly the rest of the week. Seems like a lot more clouds than sun, with temperatures ranging from a high of 67 to a low of 63. So I think he's battle tested. He's played, in Europe before. He's comfortable with it. So let's go with Jon Rahm as your winner. And then as a sleeper, there's a bunch of different ways we could go. And it's funny, my sleeper was going to be somebody who's actually ranked. I wonder, actually, I have to look this up, actually, because now I'm curious about this, because I was going by world golf ranking, but then they also have on the leaderboard the odds.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see where he's ranked, because maybe actually, okay, so actually this might qualify as a sleeper. Let me just see what his exact odds are. Okay, yeah, 75-1, I think qualifies as a sleeper, right?
Sure.
Even though he's world number 12, he's 75-1, and Jon Rahm has a lot higher odds. The runner-up last year, the bow on 18. I know you remember it, Tony. The one, the only Justin Rose, runner-up at Augusta as well. So he's playing good golf in his 40s, and I think he's got to break through at some point. He was so close in that playoff. So I think if Rosie wins it, I'm going to say he'll be 14 under par. So that's kind of my thoughts there. Now for some other categories, I guess since you didn't, for me, I already answered this question, but you didn't. Top finish by a live golfer. What are we talking?
I guess maybe Bryson.
Okay.
I guess
top
right?
10, top 20.
Easily 7.
Okay.
Okay. I think he'll be in the mix. Yeah, we'll go with Bryson. I know you had Jon Rahm, but who would be your second?
Bryson would be a guy that I would say, but we can go. Just thinking about the other guys. Maybe just kind of a shot in the dark here. But let's go with Cam Smith. It's been a while since we've seen him at the top of the leaderboard. This was the only major championship he won, so maybe he has a shot. Now, top finish by a golfer 40 years or older.
That's tough, dude. Even though I don't think he'll do well in this tournament, I guess you're gonna go with Keegan Bradley. I guess
Keegan Bradley, okay,
right?
And I think technically we'll count it, but I think he might be 30.
No, dude.
I'm pretty sure. Look it up. I'm almost positive he's 38 or
Really?
39.
He looks pretty old for 39, dude. He is 39.
There you go. But I think that's fine, Tony. We can bend the rules for you. No problem.
I thought he was already 40. That's my apologies there. But yeah, I guess that would be my guy, even though I don't think he's in. I don't know. Whatever. Phil Mickelson. There you go, dude.
Are you serious? Or are you kidding?
No, he's probably gonna miss the cut. Yeah,
miss the cut.
That's what I would think.
So obviously I already picked Rosie, but if I were to take someone else, somebody who is a two-time major champion and had a top 10 as he's approaching his late 40s here and going to be on the senior tour soon, give me last year's Ryder Cup captain, Zach Johnson. He's
Nice.
won this before. And I just think, for an older golfer, he has his runs where, he looks pretty good. And I know I'm really stretching it here, Tony. But if you had to pick someone 50 years older, 50 years or older, we got Lee Westwood, we got Patrick Harrington. You mentioned Phil.
Yeah. I mean, no, definitely not Phil. I guess you would go with Harrington at that point. Again, hometown flavor, kind of whatever in the area. I guess I would go Harrington. I really don't think, as much as I would like to see, honestly, Phil do well.
Yeah, you're not.
I don't know, man. I just don't think he will.
Lee Westwood, Justin Leonard, as well. KJ Choi, Darren Clark. Those are some guys that have, won eons ago. Stuart Sink as well. That's somebody to watch out for.
He's over 50?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, remember he won like that early season tournament in Napa a few years ago. I think he over 50 years old. And then he's the one in 2009 when Tom Watson was 59. He won the Open at Turnberry in a playoff over him. So
wow.
what is he, 52?
52, dude.
Okay. And then go to results. I don't think he's played any PGA this year, right? This is all Champions Tour. But the U.S. Senior Open, those are two majors, too. The colleague is a senior player. So
back to back.
He's done well.
Third and second.
On those ranks. But I'm going to definitely say Harrington for the 50.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just feel like, he's still competing. He just won the U.S. Senior Open. This is his tournament. This is his home country. And it's crazy, too, that he still gets some starts on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately for him, he has only made one cut, tied for 71st at the Scottish. But I don't know. I think he's going to dial in here. So let's see what happens. But it also, though, if you had to say
over 60.
No, not over 60. But do you think any of these guys actually make the cut? I know I made you pick one, but do you actually think we're going to see an over 50 make the cut or no?
Yeah, I do think so. I think it'll either be Harrington or maybe even Sink. Who knows, dude?
Yeah, there you go.
Played well.
And then if you had to say first round leader.
First round leader, Rory McIlroy, dude.
There we go. So open with an 80. Does he go 65 this time or?
Yeah, let's call it 65. Sure.
Okay.
But definitely in the lead. Let's say maybe a 2-stroke lead.
I'm going to go with a guy that we kind of forgot about. And one time only, he was a winner, I think, ever on any tour. Oh, but he did win an Open Championship. I want to say it was 2010. But first round leader, I don't know where he'll finish, but Luis Oosthuizen has been runner-up at all the other majors.
Okay.
Obviously on the Live Tour, we don't really see him too much, but he's tended to compete in these events. Kind of the modern-day Jean Van de Velde.
Wow.
You know the story about that or not?
No.
I want to say he needed a double to win the Open Championship. Ended up hitting the water, having to pull up his pants, shoot it from the water, triple bogeyed, and then lost in the playoff.
Oh, my God, dude. That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's and that was it.
Did
his career.
Really? He never won a major?
No. That was it. Yeah, that's
terrible, dude.
That is.
Do you know where he's from? Obviously not America.
France.
Yeah.
Dude. And then I guess lastly here, besides the coverage, do they have it on the? Just wanted to see. I guess they should have it on. I wanted to look at the yardage here. I don't know if it was up on your screen.
Oh, let me see here. If you go to the overview, I'm sure it's there, right? Overview. Oh no.
Course stats. Par 71, 7,381 yards.
There we go, dude.
So decent distance.
Did you see what Scotty said in the?
Yeah. Just like, but just that basically like the euphoria once you win, it's kind of like now what? Basically, right?
I guess so. Yeah, you want to talk about maybe taking a few gummies, dude. I think maybe he was.
Yeah, he says that, but then
dude,
watch the next 2 years he's gonna win 3-4 majors,
which is kind of ironic.
Okay,
really
Scotty, let somebody else win if you don't want to win. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, right. Those kind of odd, and I guess it was in response to a question about how he deals with the losing. I guess is how he kind of got around to it. So, yeah. But I don't know, dude. It seemed a little odd coming from Scotty.
Yeah. Usually always says the right thing. That was kind of.
That's the wrong thing.
But watch, and then he'll win.
He probably will win, honestly, dude. And then it's like, oh, who cares? Here's what he's going to say.
Right. Right.
What's the point?
And then coverage wise, 1:30 will be on Peacock tomorrow. And then switching over to USA at 4 a.m. and coverage going all day till 3:30. So it'll be nice that this will be on during the Sportsport tomorrow. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I think we're going to see some outstanding golf, and I'm sure the usual conditions of the sun, maybe some snow, some rain. You see it all at the Open Championship. So really can't wait for that. And before we move on, I did see a couple comments trickled in, huh?
Yeah, dude. We have Matt coming in here with some tough news. Has to bring his dog to the vet later. Got a cut between his paw pads. And it is getting infected. Josh B is pretty upset about it. And then Matt here says only the power of prayer and the Holy Spirit can save him. Ha 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 ha. Josh B says some antibiotics.
Hey, listen, best wishes to the pup, right?
Oh yeah,
let's get him healthy. Let's get him back out there.
We'll be fine, dude.
And hopefully, he'll be rounding into form to take a look at the Open Championship tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Maybe chasing a few golf balls around.
Why not?
Yeah,
why not? But anyway, let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. And actually one more here from Matt saying, I don't think he has to go on the IL. He was running around the yard this morning. So that is very good news. We love to hear that. Hopefully the vet takes good care of him later. That is for sure. And we already mentioned it, but the NL winning last night in a swing off, first time MLB history. And obviously they changed the rules after there was the tie, which I'm forgetting. I want to say, was that like 04, Tony? That there was the tie at Miller Park.
05 maybe?
Yeah, something like that. And then they've changed the rules since then because obviously, this is an exhibition game. These guys got the whole second half of the season. You don't need to be pitching extra innings. 2002.
Wow.
That's crazy. Do you remember watching that?
Jesus. I remember talking about a tie, actually.
I remember Seeley in the stands coming out and talking to the managers.
I was only 7 years old.
But
so
a tie?
I remember why did I even remember that?
But dude. I did see some barking on X just about traditionalists. They don't like it, but it's like, right? I mean, I think it was awesome. No?
This All-Star game?
Off.
Doing the swing off? Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
What do you want to play? 13, 14 innings?
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about here? So I do like that aspect of the game. That was great. That was one of the more exciting parts, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what the hell?
So yeah, I don't have any issue.
People just love barking on Twitter, dudes.
One thing that I do agree with, and I know we keep talking about this, so I'm just kind of beating a dead horse here. But they were showing highlights of the 08 Derby with Josh Hamilton, and it's like that they gotta go back to that form. They're saying you look at it, the crowd is everybody's standing up, and the hitters can just watch the home runs, and you're appreciating every home run. It's not rushed.
Yeah.
And it's they got to do that.
That would be so much better.
Yeah.
Like you said, I appreciate each one, dude.
So
God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid, right? So maybe they'll do that eventually. But we finally did get, the high scoring that we were talking about that we haven't seen in eons. And kind of got off to, a slow start on the scoring because you had the NL score 2 runs in the first inning, and then we didn't see anything till the bottom of the 6th. But I have to say, I was surprised. Obviously, I mean, he's been money all season long, but Tarek Skubal to give up those 3 hits. I think the most hits and runs he's given up in the first inning all season, did end up striking out 2. But I mean, I know, obviously exhibition game, a little different circumstance, but were you surprised to see Skubal struggle like that?
Yes, I was, dude. I definitely didn't anticipate that at all. To be honest, I thought he would be, breezing through the lineup. Like he's
Paul
been all year.
Skeens.
Exactly, Paul Skeens. Exactly, dude.
And also Matt adds here, for the All-Star game, the manager is non-existent. Can't really be that mad at Boone. It's the players. I mean, it's the one thing Boone can't be blamed for, right?
That's right. I guess so, dude. Good for him.
So, that was good. It was nice to see, obviously late addition with Fried pulling out, but to see Carlos Rodon get a scoreless inning in there in a second, got a strikeout. So I'm sure he enjoyed his first All-Star appearance as a Yankee. Kershaw dropping the 12-6. That was good.
That was sick.
And I would imagine because they did the commissioner's pick or whatever for the roster, that this is going to be his last season, right? Why else would they do that?
I guess
they
so,
always
right?
do that only for Pujols, Cabrera.
Yeah, definitely. If not, it's going to be anticipated to be right.
Yeah,
his last All-Star game anyway.
And I think he
All-Star game. I think,
he
right?
can't. Yeah, he can't pitch a full season.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, I mean, the Dodgers have a chance to go back to the World Series. So he should just
be
go
part
for
of
it,
yeah.
and see what happens.
Yeah.
But we saw some good pitching after that. And for the American League, you had Wu, Ryan, and Rasmussen all pitch scoreless innings. And on the National League side, Adam got an out, and then you had scoreless innings by Webb, Peterson, Gore, and Abbott.
There we go.
And was Peterson originally named, or he was an addition?
Replacement.
For who? Do you know?
Was he Zach Wheeler's replacement?
Oh, he could have been.
Must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that, good moment for Peterson.
Oh, yeah,
right?
great
I mean,
moment,
and
dude.
it's just funny to think about it. It was only a couple years ago we're like joking about, he's a dark horse for the Cy Young. And right, you were kind of tied to them at one point, and now it's like probably one of your favorite pitchers.
It is. It's like one of the best pitchers in rotation right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I mean, good moment for him. Same
yeah.
thing with Mackenzie Gore. Abbott's been great.
Yeah, Core's been great.
And then
Morjan.
Morjan. No, after that, what's the game called?
Mahjong.
Mahjong. Yeah, with the cute
Yeah,
squares.
I don't know.
I've never done it. Anyway, we had some struggling for the pitchers. Bubic, Mize, Mahjong, whatever, Rodriguez, all giving up runs here. The American League storming back because they were down 6-0 after we saw a 3-run homer from Alonso. Corbin Carroll also hitting us shots of 6-0. But then Brent Rooker, the 3-run homer in the 7th, makes it 6-3. Witt RBI ground out as well. That inning 6-4. And then Witt again involved in the rally. And I guess they had tried to have Suarez close it out. They go to Diaz. He lets one of the inherited runners score on the Quan infield single.
Yeah, that was tough, dude.
Tying the game at 6. And then Aroldis Chapman throwing smoke there in the 9th. And then that's why we had to go to the swing off. Schwarber, hits the 3 straight home runs. Like you said, I mean, it seemed like everybody enjoyed that. But if you guys had to just guess, I mean, other than other guys wanting to do it, why do you think, and I don't know if it maybe has to do with the rules, even though this is different, but Ohtani and Judge, why do you think that they I'm guessing they don't want to do it? And for something like this where you're only taking 3 swings, is it just because they don't want to do it and then not succeed? I don't know. That just seems a little
Yeah, I don't think it's an ego thing or any. I don't know. I just think that maybe they're thinking it's just give someone else a chance.
I've won the Derby before. Well, Judge has anyway. But,
Judge, yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems who cares? Just do it. It's not a big deal if you don't.
Who cares is right, dude. Not for nothing. Putting up Schwarber is one of the better home run hitters in the league.
Yeah.
Boy,
that's why we do kind of have to put that together because imagine him
for
battling
the Derby.
it out
You're saying
with Judge and Ohtani.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
I do wonder, was it Dave Roberts and Boone didn't want to ask those two respectively because they're their guys that they're depending on?
Yeah.
Because Kyle Stowers got interviewed and didn't really know that it was happening, but yet he was the first one to go up for the National League.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, when I didn't really know that was the rule anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was kind of I remember maybe hearing about it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess it just kind of slipped my mind that they go to a Derby format.
If you don't want to use the Manfred Man in the All-Star game, why do you have the Manfred Man in place?
It's just we just need a new commissioner. Honestly, I wish he wasn't. I wish he was a little younger. Joe Torre would be the perfect commissioner, but he's too old.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But nice seeing him there last night too. He's hanging in there. I mean, he's in his 80s, right? I mean, he's definitely spry for that age.
Spry.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
You know
good.
what's kind of funny? Actually, I didn't tell you about this. It just made me think of older people. I want to say, I don't know, maybe he was 79. We're playing with somebody at Oak Hill. my first round on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he left after 12, and you would absolutely lose it. He's like, yeah, I've been playing here for like 50 years, but I'm going to leave actually now because I'm meeting my buddies. We got a reservation at Tuscany at Mohegan Sun at 4 o'clock. We're going up there. We're getting bombed, and we're hitting the craps table. That's awesome, though, honestly.
That is
right?
great,
Like,
dude.
yeah.
Good for that guy.
And I think I've played with him there before. He's just one of those guys. He's just been playing there forever. He only plays there. Like,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. He was
Loving
doing
life.
well, too. He was doing well, and just, the commentary.
Yeah.
And then he also adds, Matt, Joe Torre's doing good. Hope he makes more public appearances. Yeah. I mean, I love when he pops into the S booth. Obviously, he does the pitching change in spring training every year. And I would imagine that we will see him at Old Timers Day, which is coming up soon. And they did announce for that they're going back to playing the game. They said 2 or 3 innings, which I love. I couldn't believe. I know it was like COVID and they claimed they didn't have enough people, but didn't you think it took away something, Danny? Like, I mean, that's always been our biggest tradition. We've always been the biggest team of the Old Timers game. To take that away, felt like it was missing something, just introducing the players and not having any type of game.
Yeah, just the introductions. It's like, in a world where we have social media, where definitely the older players, the guys that I definitely haven't watched, even some of the players that you probably weren't able to watch, those guys, it's good to see. But like Jorge Posada's daughter is making TikToks about him being unathletic. So we still see those guys. So at least being able to see them play, even if they decide like, okay, we can't play regular, like, do this what the Celebrity All-Star game does. It's like similar because CeCe killed a ball in the Celebrity All-Star game. So like that would at least be fair to what their bodies are able to do now, but also create excitement and be more than just the introductions and the memories.
Yeah. And I know it was a little while ago, but I'm pretty sure Matsui went like second deck, maybe even the last time they had the Old Timers game. But there's definitely some guys that, and obviously the guys that can't play, that's fine. But you could definitely have enough guys that can play. And I just love that we're going to get to see that. So that's awesome. That was always a tradition I always enjoyed watching. I went to one Old Timers Day. Boy, it must have been like in 2005 or something. But that was pretty cool, at the old stadium. And I'm trying to think, didn't recently, Tony, the Mets brought back the Old Timers game?
They did.
Okay.
I want to say 2 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Last year?
Do they go a couple innings? Is that?
Yeah. I don't even.
Did you watch any of it?
No.
Does it like? Do you like seeing it or not really?
I mean, I guess it's cool.
Yeah.
But I guess I really haven't gotten it. I mean, I can't tell you like how many times I've really seen the Mets do it. So
yeah, but I feel like it's like if you're gonna watch the game and that's not before, it's like
why not, dude? Yeah.
And the introductions are great. I'm guessing, I have no idea, because like for the Yankees, and I wonder actually what they're gonna do now, because it was always Sterling was always a part of that, and it would be Sterling. Okay, but I'm guessing that Howie Rose does the old timer introductions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I would think
definitely.
So. Love Howie Rose. I know you don't really like him. The nasally. I enjoy Howie Rose.
Wait, just one more time though. I don't know. Excuse me if I already asked this, but for some reason I feel like we didn't talk about it that much. But like, do you see at all what I'm saying, Danny, with the way that both him and Cohen sound? Like just that, like there is like a nasal. Maybe I'm not describing it right, but there is some type of weird, like, I don't know, sound of their voice. No?
I would say with Howie, it's definitely more noticeable, but I also wonder how much is that just radio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do think you just hate Gary Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can't say if it's an accurate description of who he is and how he talks.
But he does say, it's out of here. Like, kind of like that. Like, I'm just saying, it's not, there is something to it. Maybe I'll come up with the right adjective, Tony, okay? You don't have to get that tight about it.
Okay.
No, but one more thing here too, though. I have to say, it's not just me all the time, because I growing up, and now because of the TCA and stuff, it made me listen to ESPN radio more. But I've always listened to the Fan forever. Boomer and Gio for years and years, and even going back to Craig Carton, always would play a soundbite of Howie Rose saying, "I'm Howie Rose," and like ripping him, like playing it all the time, Tony. So it's not just me. So just wanted to throw that out there.
That's fine. That's fine.
And,
I still like him.
And they're Mets fans, by the way, too.
That's fine.
So I'm just saying, it's not just me.
East Islip alumni.
Yeah.
Boomer Esiason.
Oh, how about this? And I want to say he's talking about Howie Rose. Josh says it's like he holds his nose and calls the game. So there you go, Tony. So
Josh doesn't know anything, okay? Dude?
No, and Josh
He
is
doesn't
always
know
one of those
anything.
people like saying to ease up on the Mets stuff.
No, he doesn't know
Here you
anything.
go.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
It doesn't mean
yes.
anything. He doesn't know
One of the
anything,
most
dude.
respected opinions from outsiders on this show. Absolutely.
It's interesting.
We should one day we should load up like 5 clips of 5 different broadcasters and see if he can actually identify which one is Harry Rose or Gary Cohen.
I think I can get it every single time.
All right.
It's so I know it.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
It's out of here kind of puts it away.
What, obviously, with me his calls. You know?
No. And Rose, like kind of like what he was saying before, like Rose is more like with what I'm talking about with the nasal stuff. And like, it could be the radio, whatever. But I'm just saying, when we were at the game too, he was doing the player introductions actually for opening day.
Yeah.
So
a great
I don't
job.
think it's the radio. Anyway, Matt also adds, you see Jeter putting pressure on the Cashman of the World Series because they did the predictions at the Fox panel at the All-Star game. Says Yankees over Cubs. He says he knows Cashman's doing something big. And I have to say, I mean, listen, every year is different. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't mean anything. But last time he said something like this, it was the year before we got Soto. And he said that he suggested the Yankees should get Soto. We ended up getting him that offseason. So I think he knows what's on the horizon. And I think we're gonna make a spot at the deadline. And I did already mention this, but saw an article that Robertson is definitely under consideration. I was texting about that with JD and them earlier. I would love to see that. I mean, I don't know what you think, Danny, but to me, I would feel great about Suarez, Gallen, David Robertson. Maybe you want to get one more reliever, but I think that's all we need.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I mean, Eugenio is talking like he knows he's not leaving Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because he's asked, and he's like, I would love to play for the Yankees. He's like, I would love to help them win a World Series. It's like, that's an answer that Yankees fans want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the answer that you should be saying as a guy that's on a team that they're out of it, but they have the talent and they're just hoping to go on a run over the last 2.5 weeks before the deadline. So you just saying, I'd love to help the Yankees win a World Series is the answer Yankees fans want to hear. And probably the answer that Cubs fans and Tigers fans that want a third baseman also like to hear. But
not that
it sounds like he knows he's not leaving Atlanta.
Yeah. No, I think they're just going to get it done. And what else is interesting, too, which I kind of like, and I don't know what your opinion is on this, but I did see that they are seeking pitching for those players, which I would imagine would start with Schlittler and Lagrange and maybe throw in one guy, hopefully not Ben Hess, who was our first-round pick last year. But it would almost make me feel like because they said that Spencer Jones isn't going to be part of that deal, which I like more. And I don't know. It's interesting because I know, like, pitchers, you might say, hold more value, and Schlittler looks great. But I kind of would almost rather keep Jones over Schlittler. What do you think about that?
I think it depends on the arms that they can get. Because I do think if you do need a bullpen guy, that Schlittler could be an outstanding bullpen guy just as you get him used to the big leagues. But I am for keeping Jones if you can, because then if you want to make a larger deal in the offseason, let Jones headline that, because he still had a down year last year. He's been really good since being called up to AAA. So let him continue building up that value. Let other clubs think he's major league ready so that you can flip him and as part of a bigger deal.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And also, too, you wait till the off season, then you know what will happen with Bellinger. Because if Bellinger opts out, then you have Jones right there, and you don't need to make a move either. So I kind of like going that route. As much as it would hurt to lose Schlittler, let's face it, we need top talent, and we're gonna have to trade top talent to get that. And so I'm completely okay with that. So I can't wait to see these moves, but I think those 3 players would be perfect. I love the bounce back. Betting on the bounce back from Zach Gallen. He's been one of the best pitchers in the league before. And I just think little tweak with Matt Blake, get those home runs down. I would love to see that. So we'll have to see. And then, like I said, I would imagine, they go with one more reliever. Who knows where that's from? What's his name? Shelby Miller would have been good, but it seems like he's going to maybe miss the rest of the year. So obviously that would take him off the table. But we'll have to see. And I've seen different stuff, Tony, floating around. And it seemed at the high end, they're talking maybe Duran. Buxton had been mentioned, but I guess he wants to stay in Minnesota. What are you hearing? Like, is there any favorites in terms of acquisitions for the Mets?
I guess I haven't really looked since last week, I suppose, but no, I haven't really heard anything about favorites. I mean, Mullins has been in the conversation as well for outfielder. I've been hearing, honestly, above all, conversations for center fielder, which, I guess is good.
You're more dialed in on the pitcher, you're saying?
Yeah, definitely, dude. I feel like bullpen would. I know our guys have been getting by, I suppose. And I suppose that there are nights where you're losing a game 3-2 or something like that, where you're like, I kind of wish we maybe had some more offense. But not for nothing, Taylor, makes good defensive plays in center field, and I don't know. I would rather fill bullpen roles now, pitching roles now. But it's just me. I guess.
And if you had to just lay it out, though, what would it be? Who would it be?
Like, who would I be trading for?
Yeah.
That's tough, dude. I guess I don't really have anyone in mind. I forget who we were talking about last week.
Starter, reliever.
Reliever.
Bautista.
Maybe it was
or
Bautista?
Duran on the Twins.
It was Duran on the Twins.
Yeah.
That's right, dude.
And then obviously the Buxton package would be nice, but I don't think.
That's what we were talking about, the Buxton package. Yeah, but he's not going to go. I wouldn't think so. And not for nothing, dude. The guy gets injured a lot.
Joe Ryan, though.
Joe Ryan, I like.
Yeah, you'd have to give it the kitchen sink.
Probably, which I don't know. It's also kind of tough too. What is Stearns really going to be willing to give up?
Frugal.
I think he will be, dude. Like, I don't think he wants to see even players like Mauricio go.
What do the Mets have showing that? Like Vientos, Beatty, Mauricio, Alvarez.
Would you trade all of those
guys?
Get
up, and then they're not anything special or too exciting.
We gotta talk about like a haul for them, though. Those are all their prospects. Like, would I trade any of them? Yes. Would I trade all of them? Probably not. But you're mentioning those guys. Vientos, Alvarez, those are failures for this year. They have not panned out.
It's because you just know it firsthand with the Yankees. Think about Gary Sanchez and Andujar. Like, right now, there's still that thought that those guys are going to return to form. So rather than hold on to them, put them packaged now, probably a better move, no?
Yeah, I guess so. I will say, to see Alvarez go would really rip the heart out of my chest, dude.
So you'd rather just let him figure it out?
Not for nothing, dude. He's been raking in
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, he's been raking in minors.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. I don't know exactly what he's been going through. It has been great on both sides of the ball, really. But in any case, I would anticipate that he would come back and have a bounce back second half of the year, I guess. So, we'll see what happens. It's also, maybe I'm just a fan. So in the back of my head, I'm like, ooh, I see Mauricio hit his 4th home run of the year, and it kind of gets me excited. I'm seeing Beatty make good plays at second base, and I'm like, all right, this guy could play second base, So, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be upset if, Stearns was frugal and didn't really want to give up, and maybe was still kind of bidding his way through the bullpen, which he's been doing this year. The pickups he's made, some of these guys you've never even heard of, some guys, it's like their first appearance or their 4th appearance in 3 seasons. Yeah. So, and it's been working. They've been, getting through these series, I guess you could say. And you could somewhat say before the All-Star break here, they did kind of right the ship, I guess. So you feel at least more confident than when they were in their absolute fucking dog shit June. So I don't know. I think the guys on the roster are still really good, and I I have high hopes for a second half of the year. So I guess we'll see what happens.
And I forgot. I know we talked about this. They're home versus who on Friday?
Cincinnati.
Yeah. Okay. Which is kind of one of those opponents where the record's not great, but I think that's a tough opponent, right?
Yeah, no, it's like Orioles, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like playing Baltimore. They have some good some guys in their lineup, their starters could labor through, I guess. But I still, come on. expecting to win the series.
Who are you
yeah.
hoping the Mets schedule to start that series?
Undecided versus
It is
Lodolo on
undecided.
Friday. Sneaky tough, Lodolo.
I know, dude. I mean, if Kadai is rested enough, what did he pitch on Friday? I think he pitched on Friday. I'm trying to remember because I think. Oh wait, no. Oh no, Clay Holmes Mania was Sunday.
XRP back over $3.
XRP back over $3. Love to see that, dude.
And going
all
the way
dude.
to our corporate membership at Augusta National. Josh B's route somewhere.
Oh yeah, dude. So I guess I'd like to see Kadai out there. He should be rested enough, and not for nothing, dude. I mean, he's either him. Well, I mean, it won't be Peterson, I guess, right? Because of yesterday, but will it be? I don't know.
I mean, because isn't it just a throw day?
2 days off? Yeah.
Yeah.
So either one of those two, I guess. I mean, Peterson obviously gives you length, help out your bullpen for the longevity of the series. But still, I want to see Sting out there. I want to see forkball. I want to see strikeouts. Let's go, dude.
And speaking of like the throw days, I feel like teams don't take advantage of that because you get through this part of the season, guys are beat up, bullpens are tired.
Mhm.
You got to take advantage of the throw days more. No,
Absolutely.
Like why not? If the guy's throwing anyway, and especially if it's somebody that has pretty good stuff, I mean, why not put him to pitch the 7th inning and save your bullpen a little bit? Because they're going to throw the same amount of pitches anyway.
Mhm.
So just something to consider. But I am certainly excited. I mean, this is so important right now because it's 3 in Atlanta and then 3 in Toronto. So I mean that is the Toronto series is really important, but also just starting out the second half, like it's like we're down in the division. We got ground to make up. You can't go out there and get swept by Atlanta, especially a team that seems to be reeling and on the verge of selling off players. So I think that's a very important series. And I'm guessing they haven't announced who's going to pitch because of the Freed blister situation. But obviously, I think with that, if he needs extra time, that's fine. Just make sure he's good to go when he is starting.
Exactly.
And the Blue Jays will be hosting the Giants out of the break, and then what is it? The Phillies are hosting the Angels. So,
Okay.
those are obviously the main
Whatever.
competition there. So, yeah, we'll see. But like I said, I'm ready to get back to baseball. But at least tomorrow we have the Open to get us through. But let's pull up a grid here, huh?
Pull a grid here, huh?
What do you think, huh?
What do you think? Here's the music, dude. Here comes the grid. Haven't
even looked it
on
up.
top of it, dude. Haven't even looked it up, dude. A's Washington. Who do you got, dude?
Sean, but is Doolittle too high?
I would think so.
Or go with Trinan.
Blake Trinan for A's Washington.
Yeah, I mean
You could do him for Dodgers Washington too. You know anyone Dodgers Washington?
Dodgers
Off
Washington.
Off the dome because we can do Blake Trinan for that.
Did Blanton
Who
Blanton pitch on both or no?
I don't know.
I know he pitched for the Nationals. What were you
was
gonna say?
acquired in the Trey Turner Max Scherzer deal?
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Actually, that's a good point.
Trey Turner, Max Scherzer,
Dodgers Washington, Joe Blanton.
Dodgers Washington, Joe Blanton. So we can do Trinan for the other one. Nice job. 0.3.
Yeah.
Also
I
do
think
Bart. Bart played for both.
Joey Bart.
No,
Or no,
Bartolo
Bartolo
Colon. But would Trinan be? You think Trinan's gonna be high?
Do Cologne.
You think Colon's gonna be high?
Did we really think about him on the A's?
I guess not.
Watch 30%.
Come on,
11.
11%.
Kind of felt it coming. A's and Padres, Tejada. But is that hey or not really? Because everyone forgets he was on the Padres.
Miguel Tejada, perhaps. Mike Piazza. Everyone thinks Dodgers.
No one thinks A's.
No one thinks A's.
Try it. Another
Well,
11.
actually,
I know.
You think Tejada or Piazza gonna be higher?
I didn't know
I mean, I would think
Piazza was an A.
You didn't know Piazza was an A. That's
No.
not a good sign.
Go Tejada.
All right, let's go Tejada. Miguel Tejada. 3%. All right, there we go.
There we
dude.
go.
Padres, Dodgers, Mike Piazza,
Padres.
That would be too high.
Dodgers, yeah.
Maddox,
Ugh. You know, right?
Greg Maddox.
No, but let's think
Well, is
somebody.
Machado like number one? Is Machado
Gotta
gonna
be,
like
gotta
number
be
one?
number one.
Yeah.
Gotta be number one.
So
How about first base Dodgers, James Loney?
James Loney. Do you think Soderstrom would be too high for A's first baseman? No.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of anybody else who besides Giambi.
Besides Giambi, who's the guy who came in after Giambi, the catcher?
Hatterberg,
Yeah, Hatterberg.
I don't know. I
but like
feel
Moneyball.
Chris Hatterberg. Yeah, Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Great movie.
But we're missing who the hell?
Oh,
else?
Pena.
Carlos
yeah,
Pena.
Carlos
Do Pena.
Pena.
Do Pena.
An all-star.
Boy, I thought he was going to be so much better than he ended up.
2%, dude.
Right?
Yeah,
He
everyone
came
did.
in guns a blazing.
Mm-hmm. Still got the guns though.
Start
so not
Hatterberg over Pena.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Start Hatterberg over Pena.
Start Hatterberg. Exactly, dude. It ruined him. Moneyball ruined him.
Dodgers and Padres.
Greg Maddox. Mike Maddox?
was
Mike
Hayward?
Maddox? Jason?
Didn't he play on both teams?
He was on the Padres this year.
And I know
And
he
I
was
think
on
he
the
was on the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on the Dodgers.
Yeah, do it. There we go, huh? Rebounding from that. Bless you. 11.
Bless you.
Thank you. That's sick.
The 6 WAR season at first, or played first one game. But what's the deal? They have to play.
When paired with the team, must have played for the first.
When paired
doesn't
with a
matter.
non-team category, does not need to be in the same season.
So the WAR season doesn't need to be in the first base season?
Correct.
A-Rod. 1 career game at first base.
Okay. Alex Rodriguez.
How
0.3,
about that,
dude.
Tony? Huh?
Let's go, dude.
All right, so 2-6 WARs,
Fucking
Padres,
Bart.
and the Nats.
6 WAR season. The Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman. Probably not.
Soto.
Juan Soto. Probably $1 million.
Did Rendon ever get to 6, playing third?
I mean, I would think that 1 year. Right?
I would think that 1 year.
It's kind of the chances you take. Back channels.
Let's go to the comments. Maybe anyone in the comments? Maybe anyone. 4 comments here.
Can't see the grid. Matt Stairs, did he play first
The
base?
fuck, dude.
Come on, Tony. Wait, that was something we already did. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like he had 30 home runs, and that wasn't he good defensively at third base?
Rendon?
Yeah.
Yes.
So go with it.
Ow.
Ow.
Okay.
My hand on the fucking mic.
Dude, you're going to be all right.
Yeah, I can go on the IL, dude.
4%. All right.
All right, there we go,
All right.
dude. That's using
The
our noggin, dude.
Padres
Using
here.
our noggin.
I mean, you think about Gwynn, you think about Tatis,
Mike Piazza.
Machado, not Piazza.
Did
No.
Jackson Merrill have a 6 WAR season last year?
Jackson Merrill.
I would, if I was a betting man, I would probably bet,
But did he start the year with the? I don't know if he played enough. You know.
Yeah, he started the year in center field. He played center field all year for them last year.
No, but I'm saying I think they called him up in May though. No.
No, because they told him to start learning center in spring training, and I'm pretty sure they had him up all year.
Let me just think about this for a second.
Just for a second, dude.
Ha-Sung Kim, maybe.
Who else was like Nevin? Probably not, right?
Phil?
No way, Jose.
I don't think so.
Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove.
Jake Peavy.
Jake Peavy.
That's interesting, right?
You want to go Jake Peavy?
Yeah, I mean, right? I don't.
Is that how you spell Peavy?
A
P-A?
P-E-A,
Oh, P-E-A. Interesting.
like split P.
Nice. So do it.
Yeah. Okay. What did we get? 33.
33.
I mean, it was really the 11 that just threw us off. It's funny too because
Yeah.
33 back in the day, we were like, oh, 33, like pretty good score.
33 sounds so high. I think we had the .3.
No, it was
dude,
yesterday.
the 5,
what did we have?
dude.
13, 14.
Yeah.
That's why. But I think it was still a good grid rallying from Bart.
Yes, dude, I would say so.
I'm just curious.
Would have been 35%. By the
The 6 wars for the Padres. What do we got there?
6 wars for the Padres, you said. Tony Gwynn obviously top 35%. Oh, dude, hit the thing, Tony.
I have it up. Kevin Brown.
No, you don't, dude.
Kevin Brown.
Ken Caminiti.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Chase
So-
Headley.
Yeah.
Bruce Hurst. Randy Jones. Mark Loretta. Manny Machado. Jake Peavy. Dave Roberts. Gary Sheffield. Blake Snell. Fernando Tatis Jr. Gene Tennis. Greg Vaughn. Ed Whitson, and Dave Winfield.
Hey, you know whose name I didn't see on there?
Who?
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill, that's right.
Must have been
Yeah, good
close though. I bet he was like 5'8" or something.
Let's look it up. 5'8", dude. Let's see, dude.
Should be right at the top.
4.4.
Oh wow, 156 games. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 300. Still 16 games. He's a good defender, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is kind of.
That's why there's war statistics sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows, dude?
We were on Fangraphs. He'd probably have a 6 point or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fangraphs.
The
The velocities,
The velo.
and I just kind of wanted to take a look, and Sheffield was an interesting one, but I guess not.
Sheffield.
But just kind of stat leaders, MLB. So right now, Judge, batting leader, 355. Max Fried tied with Freddie Peralta, 11 wins. Cal Raleigh, 38 home runs. Paul Skeen, 2.01 ERA. Cal Raleigh, 1 RBI ahead of Judge at 82. How about Suarez, third, 78? And then no one thinks about Riley Green, also tied with Suarez, and then Alonso right there at 77. And that's
right.
crazy, too, because he hasn't been hitting recently, so he could have had like 100 RBIs before the break if he was on fire.
I know, dude. His June was horrible. Horrible June.
Suarez, your leader in saves at 28.
Good for
Judge,
him.
your leader at hits at 125. Crochet, 160 Ks. Caballero, who I don't really know too much about. Your stolen base leader at 31. Kind of shocking that Ellie De La Cruz isn't even in the top 5.
Kind of ridiculous there.
Only hitting 219.
Jose
Chandler
Caballero,
Simpson
by the way, 28 years old.
Can fly 26 stolen bases. I saw him beat out some midfield singles against the Yankees.
Nice.
And then Logan Webb, your leader in quality starts with 15. Then you had 4 others tied at 14: Wheeler, Keller, Valdez, and Wu.
Ellie's tied for 6, by the way, at 25.
Okay.
Stolen bags.
But still, you would have thought, because didn't he still 70
Would have thought
bases last year?
30 bags by now, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I wonder if he's getting thrown out.
Speaking of getting thrown out, do you notice this, Danny? I don't know if we've talked about it too much, but he hasn't gone that much. But when he has, I feel like Jazz hasn't been having any luck on the bases. I don't know if it was like a post-injury thing, but he was stealing a lot more before that injury.
Yeah, no, he definitely was. And I mean, something that they tried to do against Mariners was bait Cal Raleigh, and Cal Raleigh's won a platinum glove for a reason.
Yes.
So I think that was just poor management, and then they just weren't getting on against the Cubs. Like, you're not telling me Carson Kelly is throwing you out.
Right.
So I think because they're focusing him on 70%, and they say that the shoulder's bothering him, I think they're not sending him when he does get on. And I feel like when he is getting on base, he's also getting like doubles, and he's not really going to steal third that often.
Right. I would, just because we don't have too many options that way. So I would like to see it, at least sometimes, but obviously we want him healthy. So we'll see. And then just a couple other footnotes here. Oakmont banning Wyndham Clark from its clubhouse after he damaged his locker, missing the cut. Do you remember seeing that picture, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
And it says if he pays for the
sense.
damages, makes a meaningful contribution to charity selected by Oakmont Country Club, and undergoes counseling or anger management therapy. I've never seen anything like this. I mean,
That's
this is pretty
wild,
crazy for
dude.
golf. But I think he hasn't handled it well. He wins that U.S. Open at LA Country Club, and then he just hasn't played well. And I think just not meeting expectations, but to damage a locker like that at a historic golf club. I mean, that's crazy. So I thought that was kind of funny. Also, the Jets with the extensions yesterday for Wilson and Sauce. I was surprised about the Sauce one because I don't know. I thought there was all that talk like, oh, he's good, but maybe, he's not as good as we thought. Not a lot of interceptions, right? I mean,
yeah, I think he had like maybe 1 or 2 last
Yeah.
season or something like that. It's funny. We were just, Dan and I were talking about it before the show too, and he was just as surprised as you are about the Sauce extension.
yeah.
But,
Wilson, I agree with, obviously.
oh yeah, no, Wilson's going to be great, obviously, with a new quarterback too. I mean, who knows? A younger guy, a little bit more athletic. I would imagine their rapport is a little bit better, both on and off the field, and you probably see it in the results that they have out there. So that's good. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it's still good to get Sauce, right? I mean, he's supposed to be your guy regardless. So I guess you're showing confidence in him that he's been, working on his craft. And I mean, last season was his second season,
Third season.
third season. So, I guess for 4 years, 121?
Yeah, 85.65 million guaranteed.
Which is kind of wild. And it does, put him as the highest paid cornerback in the league, right? So it's like, is he really worth that? I mean, last season didn't show that. That's for sure.
I mean, I guess it's betting that Aaron Glenn, is going to make the difference there.
And honestly, dude, like if I were to bet, I would bet that, I mean, even though it doesn't really say much because last year wasn't great, but I would think Gardner's going to have a better year than he did last year. And then I'll even say furthermore, I would say a career year, like to be honest. Right?
Yeah.
I can see the changing of the guard at the head coach position. I think everyone on the roster and the staff is going to be a little bit more chippier,
Yeah.
So I'm expecting better things from their star players.
Well, and I think it's just one of those things because a lot of times in the past, and you think back, I mean, I know we're going back a ways, but like Darrelle Revis and stuff, it's like, you're letting your star players go. So the point of like keeping them, you're looking to build a foundation, you're expecting to be good. And there are 2 first-round picks. So, and I think Garrett Wilson is unbelievable. It'll be nice to see him. He has that rapport with Justin Fields. I think that's going to do wonders for both of them because you saw Wilson get a little frustrated. Rodgers not like kind of really locked in on him because he's got Devontae Adams. Right. You know what I mean? So, I think that'll be good. But hopefully, Sauce can rebound. So, be an interesting season. But I think I have some cautiously optimistic expectations for the Jets. I just think we're going to see a lot more fight, a lot more competitive nature than we've seen in years past. What do you think Danny means there, or Bernie?
I don't know, dude. XCB CXD.
Anything?
I have nothing, dude. Maybe it's supposed to be emojis from his phone, and it's just like, you see that? I mean, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a comment before Josh is trying to help us out with the grid about asking about Anthony Volpe.
Oh,
play Pat here?
I can't believe I missed that.
Does any part of you feel bad for Volpe? He is getting every bit of flack from the Yankees fans.
I honestly don't. Just because I feel like he's been our everyday shortstop. This is the 3rd year, so we're 2.5 years in. And the bat isn't improving. And it's like, he could be a nice guy. He could be from New Jersey, local feel, and you could like him, that he was your first round pick, went to the organization, started at 22 on opening day, all of that. But I mean, I just think you're shortstop for the New York Yankees. I mean, you have to perform at a certain level. And it just seems like offensively, he's never been that defensively at times, but we've seen him struggle at times. So it's like, I mean, how could we feel bad for that? It's not like he's played 2 months. I mean, we're at 2.5 years. I mean, what do you guys think?
I feel bad for him in the sense that it's more of an organizational failure than it is him. But then when it comes to interviews and in the Toronto series where he's saying, I got to make that play about a ball that he should just be eating. It's like, I understand that they're not necessarily teaching you fundamentals, but that shows that you're not really doing anything in the offseason to become a better baseball player. When you say, I expect to have a better offensive year because I've been around the league, because I've seen pitchers, but you're not changing your stance. That is so busy. You're not Jacob Wilson, who is like on caffeine every time he's in the batter's box.
Right.
So I feel bad that, the organization failed him, and now he's become the brunt of it. But when he gets asked questions, he doesn't help himself out.
I just think I understand, there's certain ways of player development. You're taught this and that, but also you're a player. You've been playing baseball all your life. You can make adjustments. And A-Rod, they were asking him about what he thinks is going on. And he said that he's trying to lift the ball and not just hit line drives and hard grounders. And I think that's an adjustment he needs to make himself. He can't rely on anybody else for that. So I think at the end of the day, it's on him. And he should be, you know what I mean? And the thing that is so frustrating, and again, why I don't feel bad is we're not looking. I mean, it'd be great, but we're not looking for him to hit 300. We're not looking for him to hit 280. We're looking for him to hit 250 and 260, get on base, steal bases, score some runs, and play good defense. And he's falling way short of that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I just think it's a failure. Yes, he's going to get the opportunity here second half to turn it around. But if not, I mean, we got to look in a different direction. I think that it's just not going to work if it's still going to be the same thing. I mean, what do you think, Tony?
I mean, do I feel bad for him? Sure. I mean, obviously the story, Jeter fan, growing up, Yankee shortstop, here we go. That's great, dude. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is, it is on him. I mean, there's a reason why he's not performing. And I know you could argue it's, organizationally, maybe he's not being used right, not being developed right, as we've seen many teams, especially the Yankees and the Mets too, like, have trouble developing these players. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is on his shoulders. So yeah, I don't really necessarily feel bad. And it is a business. And if you can't perform well, you gotta go.
Right. And
so
this is a long enough time. And that's why it's like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? I think they don't have to go together. Like, he could be a good guy, but it doesn't really make me feel bad.
Could be a piece of shit.
No, but he's not. He's not. But I'm saying we gotta win right now. Like, I don't have time for emotions get in the way because he grew up a Yankee fan, was at the 09 parade. I want to win right now. I'm sorry, man. Like, but hopefully he can step it up.
Were you at that parade?
No, but I will be at the next one. But I mean, is it like, do you feel bad for Alvarez, Tony? Like,
yeah, I feel bad for him. But again, at the end of the day, it's the same deal. I mean, it is kind of like what I guess I kind of said.
Like, you want him to do good, but at the same time, it's like, if you're not going to hit, get out of my face.
Yeah, like if he does come back and he has a shitty second half, then it's like I don't really like you that much anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful and I'm still banking on him. I think he still has time,
And I feel like the Mets, by sending him down, are showing that they want to do what's best for him and let him
figure it out.
Like, the Yankees are like, nah, he is a major league plus shortstop.
But really, what
he is not.
If we didn't acquire somebody though? I mean, who? I mean, we're really gonna have Peraza. I mean, he's gonna hit even worse.
But his defense, I can bank on.
Yeah. Well, I guess if we get a third baseman, maybe we could talk about that. But I don't know. I just don't think we're positioned there. There needs to be more offense on the left side.
More offense.
Get Suarez. I mean, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's it's a lot to look forward to second half of the season.
Yeah.
Big storylines. Fascinating, Tony.
Fascinating stuff, dude. First game is Friday?
First game Friday.
Yep.
So are you staying up for Harrington's opening tee shot?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Probably not. What time would it be exactly?
1:35.
Maybe I'll
You
do
might
the
roll
old,
over.
like, yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll be in bed at like 10:30, 11, set an alarm for like 1:32 so I can see it.
Nothing like the opening tee shots at a major, though. There really isn't.
1:30 in the morning is kind of tough.
Well, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. That's true, dude.
But yeah, looking forward to having that on tomorrow during the show. But great show today. A lot of interaction. We appreciate that. And we encourage everybody to continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, the merch at DowntimeTV.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day. And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.